I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Testamina Learning Links, your link to learning. I'm Mrs. Hansen and I'm one of the CCLC tutors for the Kasilof Boys and Girls Club. So today we are going to study long division with decimals in the dividend. I know that's kind of a mouthful. If you're following along at home, grab a piece of paper, a pencil, or a whiteboard so you can follow along and learn by doing, not just by watching. Okay, let's get started. So, like I said, we are doing long division with decimals in the dividend. So let me show you an example of what that's going to look like. Okay, so our first problem that we're going to solve for is 62.1 or 62 and 1/10 divided by 9. So you can see that our decimal is here in the dividend. We don't have one in the divisor. That will be for a later video. But this is how to solve if you have a problem with just a decimal in the dividend. Okay, let's get started. So the very first step before you start calculating at all is you have to bring this decimal point up into your answer. So that's the trick with solving this if it's just in your dividend, not in your divisor. So you just bring it straight up and put it in your answer. So you have to make sure that you do it straight though, because if and you do it like as your very first step, because if you do it at the end, you might not put it in the right place and your numbers would be correct. However, your decimal point would be off and your place value would be off. So that's the very first step, is just bring it straight up. And then after that, you just solve the problem just like normal. So it's kind of cool. It's not that much different than regular long division. Okay, so let's solve the problem just like normal. So I look at the first digit, 9 cannot go into 6, so I scooch over to the next one. 9 can go into 62, and it's going to go into 62 6 times for 54. Okay, and now I'm going to subtract just like normal. Okay, so I have 8, 9 cannot go into 8, so I bring down my 1, and I know that decimal point is next, but we already took care of that, so we really just ignore it after it's in our answer. So 9 goes into 81 9 times. And you get 0. I have no more digits left to solve for. I have a 0 down here in my remainder. This is my answer, and I'm all done. So 62.1 divided by 9 is 6.9 or 6 and 9/10. That is our quotient, the answer to our division problem. Okay, we're going to do one more problem, but before that, I want to do our easy peasy math fact of the day. So, I looked up a fact for this one just because I wanted it to be nice and fun. Alaska has a ton of lakes, and I'm sure that you guys know this and are aware of this, especially if you grew up here, but there's a ton of lakes in Alaska. Alaska has approximately this many lakes, and it's going to be 2 million plus 1 million. And the answer to that is the approximate amount of lakes that we have here in Alaska. So give me that amount, and that's the answer to the easy peasy math fact. Okay, let's do one more problem. So our next problem is going to be 9.24 or 9 and 24/100ths divided by 7. Okay, so let's get started. So, like I said, we just bring the decimal straight up, and that's the only thing that's really any different. So we just bring it straight up, and it's just perfectly lined up where it was originally in our dividend. Okay, now our answer is ready to go, and we can solve just like normal. So we're going to look at that very first digit. 7 can go into 9. It can go into it one time, and I'm going to minus that 7, and I get 2. I've already taken care of my decimal. I go to the next number, bring it down. 7 goes into 22 3 times. And 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, I have 1 down here, but I still have one more digit to solve for, so I'm going to bring that down. And I get 14. 7 goes into 14 2 times. And 7 times 2 is 14, so I'm going to subtract that here. And I get 0. I have a 0 down here. I have no more digits left to solve for, so I am all done. The answer to 9 and 24/100ths divided by 7 is 1 32 hundredths. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I really appreciate you stopping by and learning with Testimony and Learning Links. Have a great day.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my